balls. Balls and balls. Alright. Alright. Looks to be working. Looks to be fucking working. Hopefully. Hopefully that remains the case. Because we haven't done enough different types of heists lately. Just doing one isn't enough to remove the... Yeah. Doggo. He's coming up to say hi. Hello, buddy. Yep. What you going, buddy? Grins. Little tiny grins. Alright, you ready? Bury some feds. Lothric's ready. He's here to bury feds with us. My guy. Oh. Snoot? Gotta boot the snoot once in a while. You know what I mean? Chin chin chinner. Hi. What are you doing, buddy? Boople. Zig's still touching. There's some protests in England that are getting wild. I haven't heard about this. Have you heard about this, Cass? I know things are getting kind of nutty over there just because of all the crime and shit that's been going on. A lot of deaths and stuff. Is it around? Are the protests around the that girl getting stabbed? Because that would make sense. Ooh, package. Oh, I thought that was in England. Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Shows how much I pay attention to the headlines. Oh, no, I definitely would not be okay with that. That is not something I want to see. Yeah, when it works. Yeah, so Speedy says there's 110,000 people protesting immigration. The cops are keeping them separated from 5,000 counter-protesters. Shit is going to get worse before it gets better. You're probably right about that. I really hope nothing majorly bad happens. But, you know, given the state of things going on right now, I can't imagine things being totally peaceful. Well, and it's stuff like that, you know, it's just like this constant, like, you know, escalation that's been going on, that makes me, you know, worry about someone taking my live streaming series the wrong way, and thinking that it's okay to, or that I'm condoning a violent outburst. But at the end of the day, like, it's a conversation that needs to stay alive, and so I'm going to keep doing it. And it should be pretty clear that it's meant as oh, it was a funny joke to, because there's a game with a Department of Justice raid as a level that you can play, so it just made sense to do, right? So if that large crowd is done with it, there's nothing the police are going to be able to do against that many people. That's exactly right. I mean, especially in England, where the cops don't really have the ordinance to deal with a large crowd. I'm sure they have some like riot dispersion tools at their disposal, but I can't imagine it goes as hard as the U.S. police budget. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got a kind of a windy path this time. I ain't against that. Bulldozer. Okay, I got the dozer down. Nice. I'll take these shields out. Oh, there's a turret. I'm just going to ignore this turret since we're moving right past it here. It showed up too late to make a difference. Yeah. Okay. Dozer here. Yeah. Okay, this turret's down up here for now. They aren't even allowed to carry guns. Only a small, specially trained and licensed group is allowed to handle them. A group of 1,000 officers would have to deal with 110,000 people who are likely just as armed as they are. That isn't going to end well. Yeah, no, I imagine it wouldn't go well. But hopefully the UK government starts to fucking listen and pay attention to people, yeah, people demanding that their country be safe. It's kind of a weird situation too, because you think about like how things get. Oh, did you find the control room already? Okay, sweet. It's a weird situation because you think about how, like, the U.S. is known for their foreign aid, much as the rest of the world likes to try and forget that or ignore that part of it. The U.S. is the largest provider of foreign aid of any country in the world, and at the same time, a lot of the world, on one hand, pretends that they don't provide foreign aid, but they will call them out for interfering or meddling in foreign affairs, which is such a strange, like, double standard. It's like you want the U.S. to help other countries, but you don't want them to interfere in other countries' affairs. It's like, okay, what are we supposed to do? And then if we don't, try to step in and fix some of the problems in foreign countries that are going on, then we get huge, widespread refugee crises that lead to mass immigration to countries that really can't handle that influx of people. I mean, like something people don't want to talk about is how Canada has 10% of Canada's population this year, like their total population, has arrived in Canada in the last decade. 10%. That's actually gigantic. That's a huge amount of people. But no, you're not allowed to talk about how, a lot of our people are imported now, due to the crises in other parts of the world. I don't know. It's like we can't sustain this many people, and we, at least these European countries especially, can't sustain this huge influx of people from war-torn countries. But we're also not allowed to go over and help fix the problems that are going on over there. It's like, where's the line? That was a really verbose way to say damned if you do, damned if you don't type beat. Yeah, but they shouldn't be automatically granted access to another country simply because they are escaping violence or whatever. I think that's really what the problem is. It's like we sort of have a legal process that takes time. There's a key card over here. We have a legal process that takes time, and there's a limit on how many people can come in at a time, specifically to prevent an overflow of people that we can't support. But then you get people, bleeding hearts, for lack of a better word, people who are just overly sensitive about, oh, we have to help everyone in the universe, who scream at the government to say, let these people in, even though we're past our quota, we're like well past our quota already. Let these people in because they're escaping violence. We need to take care of them. It's our obligation. It's our responsibility as rich, developed countries to babysit and care for the people who are running from shittier places. It's not the case. We don't have an obligation to other countries. That's just not how it works. Well, sorry, go ahead. And they don't get any help to do that either. Because Canada had the problem of like, oh, let's bring in all these like Somalians. We'll put them in one district or one, set of apartment buildings in one part of town, and then so they'll have their own people around them, and they'll feel more comfortable. But then they have their own people around them. They have no reason to adjust to the culture that they've just been, imported to. Yeah. Well, that's Canada. They have no awareness of like appropriate like cultural etiquette and stuff like that, and like taking care of their own people. We're the melting pot. We're the melting pot of the world. Our diversity is our strength. And it's like diversity isn't skin color, guys. Like, yeah, so they're overcorrecting in the modern era. That's how that works, basically. Um, and I get that you're ashamed of your past, so ashamed that you still don't teach it in schools, despite claiming that you care. Um, but it's like our and this I think this is ultimately the problem, is that our diversity is not our strength. That's not that's such a misunderstanding of how the world works. It's not that diversity is our strength, it's that our strength is unity despite our diversity. But we're not going for that unity. We're just going to pad the numbers of diversity rather than actually like being one people, one culture, one group under one flag. We're just just pad the numbers. That's all that matters. Like, we need to have half the people on screen be of dark skin, despite the fact that half the people in the country, in the U.S. this is, don't have dark skin. Like, what? That don't make no sense. And it's funny, you know, it's like, um, would a lot of these people that are like pro diversity and all this stuff and like got to have like wider representation for marginalized groups? You don't hear them complaining about there being no black cops in Payday 2. Weird. Why is that? They only care about diversity when they get to play the hero? Is that how that works? Yeah, but there's not enough, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, does this game pass the Bechdel test? I don't know. Like, yeah, I saw this thing about a video talking about the Hayes Code. I think it's called the Hayes Code. Um, some dude named Hayes or Hay or something like that. His last name was Hay. Hayes. I think it's Hayes. I think it's technically plural. Um, but this guy who like developed this whole thing, this whole like guideline for um, like how you're supposed to represent um, storylines in movies, or popular like media or whatever, like books and stuff like that, where you're supposed to like the bad guys can't win at the end, or there can't be morally gray characters. It has to be good or evil, that kind of thing. And like media followed this like thing for a long time. And the video was talking about like where are we headed now? Are we headed for like a new um, version of the Hayes law? And I'm like, yeah, you mean the Bechdel test? One of the most useless fucking metrics for determining if a movie's worth your time or not? Like, I'm sorry, that may be a controversial take, but the Bechdel test is bullshit. People who made it up are assholes, and the people who use it are worse. I'm glad it hasn't really caught on. Good. It should be a punchline. And Speedy Cat goes on to say, from 2010 to 2021, 4,466 Muslims were arrested in the UK in foiled terrorist attacks, more than 8 times the number of leftist, rightist, ethno-nationalists, and separatists combined. Um, I think the people of UK have put two and two together, that allowing unchecked immigration, specifically when it comes to a single region of the world, has caused a lot of issues for them. Yeah, it's weird they didn't really learn their lesson from post World War One shit that led to World War Two. Unassimilated refugees flooding into your country and sort of destroying your culture from within. And that isn't to say that the culture of these people that are coming in is a bad culture, or, as some people say, maybe an incompatible culture. It's hard to say if that's really like. I don't think that's really a term for it, but it's like there's there are fundamental incompatibilities between some cultures, and it's just there does have to be some level of unity for a culture to work. Otherwise, I mean, you get barbarians, right? That was the term for it back in the day. It's like, oh, what are barbarians? People who aren't us. Like, you know what I mean? Ooh, nice. Hmm. Well, oh, you got the files. Nice. Sorry, what were you saying? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, if I go to another country, um, I'm not like I will mark the differences between this foreign country that I'm in and my own country, but I don't see it being my place to enforce my beliefs or culture onto a country that's largely not really the same in some of those key areas. Like, yeah, I have ideas of what I think is maybe a way to improve certain things about a culture. Um, but if those ideals are not shared on a wide scale in the country that I'm in, then that's just the way it is, right? Um, I just like I see it as wrong to try and enforce my own ideals, like try to force the world around me to change to accommodate my proclivities or my tendencies, my sensibilities. Um, and that's the thing is I'm an immigrant myself. I live in Canada, being after being born in the States and having lived there for a long time. Like, I do see Canada as a very different place, and I don't see it as my duty or responsibility to try and make Canada like my home. Um, yeah, I have criticisms about how this country is run, but I can only do what I can to adjust to the culture and live my life the best way I can within the rules of the society that I've come to live in. 'Cause I didn't really have much choice in moving here. Yeah, three groups all worshiping the same god, killing each other because the wording in their books is slightly different. That's absolutely the case, and that's like Abrahamic religions. Like every religion, pretty much has those weird caveats where, like, oh well, your religion isn't as good because it sees this one little thing as different than mine. And Cash Patel showed up. You're not me. What? Oh, bulldozer. It's all good. It's just here to keep us alive when Cash Patel shows up, like he is right now. Oh my god, the captain is getting absolutely obliterated. Holy shit. His whole team is down already. Wow, that was fast. And hit the Cash Patel counter! Huh! there, there will be accountability. There we go. There will be. See you in Valhalla. that, that I don't know. That just like that would be like me saying fucking to some, I don't know, like Mongolian person, like, or Tibetan person, like uh uh may Ra have mercy on your soul, or like like it makes no sense. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. Ah, yes. The black woman that he was racist against totally fucking being really, really kind and respectful in her memorial of him is, yep, just more proof that he was such a big racist. Internalized depression. I have a I have a fucking image on my old hard drive of uh of Ethan Klein with the subtitle internalized depression. That was before he became he flip-flopped and became kind of a pathetic, like, middle of the road jellyfish fucking shill, spineless fucking loser. He did it first. Yeah, he just didn't disavow his old audience per se. He just kind of became a spineless coward. Take my rights away, please. I really love the comparisons when people are like, I dream of living in a country where women have the same amount of rights as guns, and I was like, where you have to be locked up 24/7 and aren't allowed to go out without supervision. Yeah, you have to have a fucking a serial number stamped into you so that you could be tracked and your ownership could be tracked. Well, it's what they did to Jewish people in 1930s Germany. Yeah, put an armband on them, you know. Well, that's like it was really funny because I was like the the literally Hitler defense that people always use whenever somebody disagreed with them back in like 2016, and it hasn't gone away. It's still there. People still call Charlie Kirk literally Hitler, despite the fact that Hassan Piker is closer to that than Charlie Kirk ever was. But but then you have in 2020, you have people saying, well, we should make people wear some kind of identifier, some kind of name tag or something on their person at all times if they haven't been vaccinated. Or the opposite of that, where they wear a identifying mark to let you know that they have been vaccinated. That way we can identify, you know, who's gone with the thing or not. And I'm like, oh god, yeah, let's like that way we can identify them easier, so we can round them up and kind of corral them into one place away from everyone else. You know, some kind of camp. Yeah. I got the No Mercy skin! Hell yeah, you get the Happy Cynic. Wow, we actually got skins we care about. I actually don't remember what gun the No Mercy skin is for. Am I stupid? Listen, it is what it is, man. Was that this one? I think that was this one. No. No, it was not this one. Did I catch you out here shalanting? You son of a bitch. Me, Evertim. Oh my god, why am I stupid? Why don't I know the like every gun in this game yet? What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, I have the assault wave deagle. That's fantastic. I did not know that. That's a really good skin. Assault in progress. That's good. Got a couple good skins for that. That's not bad. I got the Louis Vuitton wrap for the Gruber Kurtz. For which, yeah, the Genesis skin for the Interceptor 45. Yeah, that's very pretty. Yeah, there's always going to be latency. Yeah, I looked at that one. That one wasn't it. Oh, there it is. The Bernetti 9. Okay. That's lame. It's a 9mm? God damn it. No. My body count's gonna drop to 0. It's also, like, broken in, so it's just, like, really marked up. Which kind of adds some character, but also kind of, like, makes it harder to read. Like, part of the N is scratched off. What are we doing? Oh, you can't see that on stream because my face is in front of it. Yeah. Fucking lame. But, also release the files. Release the files. No mercy. Release the files. Yeah, honestly, the matte cap on this is pretty nice. This looks good. I like this. I think my either my normals are a little bit scuffed, or the game just doesn't handle seams very well. You know, it's probably the latter, because my normals look fine in every other program I've brought this model into, so it shouldn't be the model itself. It should be it's probably the engine. I'm just gonna say it's the engine, and blame Starbreeze. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. How did you fumble fucking Simon Vickland and Almir Listo? I gotta clip that. I gotta clip that and put that into a short. That's great. I'm gonna tweet that at Starbreeze, Overkill, and Almir and fucking Simon. Yeah, I'm out here to stir the pot. I'm not out here to start violence, but I'm out here to stir the fucking pot. That's for sure. Because listen, you don't want to burn your chili. You got to stir the pot. Yeah. Yeah, Lothric not impressed with that either. He doesn't like that. Paw? You're a cute puppy, aren't you, buddy? I always call him a puppy, but he'll always be a puppy to me, even though he's fucking 7 years old, almost 8. Turns 8 this year. Hmm. Yeah. Hey, best bud. What you doing? Tail nub? He doesn't have a nub. He's a full tail. Mm. It's my butter. I've seriously never had a dog that was as cuddly as this guy here. Yeah, you're just a cuddly man's. You're so sweet, buddy. High five? Good boy. That's my good boy. I'll get you a treat, okay? In a bit. Yeah, we'll go downstairs and get you a piece of pepperoni or something. Yeah. Unless we got some like salmon treats or something. So he loves his salmon treats. Yeah. He used to hate duck, but now he likes that too, which is awesome. Yeah, my buddy. Okay. I'm going to cut the stream here. Thank you for tuning in once again. We will be back tomorrow. I'll be sure to join the collective on Discord. I'm thinking I might... yeah, he is based for being into salmon. I'm thinking I might, just write up a bunch of lore for the fucking collective and shit, because I'm just really loving this theme so much. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be really fun. I mean, I'm working on doing a proper PNG model for you as it is, and then I'll probably make one for Salva as well, and probably Madhu will be a gnome, because of course he'll be a gnome. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do for Salva. I'll have to ask him what he wants. Um, but yeah, definitely got to make something for everybody, and then yeah, that'll be good. I mean, because the model that's on screen right now for you is very close to what I'm going to be using for the final model. But yeah, I think I'll probably remove the monocle for it. I don't know. Depends on what you want, I guess. Yeah, well, I think it'll be a mix. I think having you as like because having you as sort of a doing a techno magical cross theme would be kind of fun. It's not something you see very often, so I would love to do something more like that. Like if Bright was good, that kind of thing. I want this to be my Star Wars. Idiot! I love the way you say idiot like that. I don't know what it is. It just tickles my funny bone in the right way. Idiot! It sounds almost like kind of like Papa Meat esque. Oh! Yeah, there you go. Yeah, before it was more. You did more of a like a Mortal Kombat, like, or maybe not Mortal Kombat, maybe a Street Fighter, like death scream, like. Ah, yes, my favorite. Yeah, let me see if I can do the I can do the fucking voice changer on this. Hold on. I don't. I actually didn't hear what that sounded like because I didn't want to. I don't want to double it in the audio playback. So. Oh, good, 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 good. That's I have the perfect delay timing on that basically. Good, good. I should end every stream with me being catapulted into the sun. I think that's perfect. I told someone the other day that I hope they stub their toe and like trip and fall down the stairs into a wormhole that catapults them into a neutron star. They were a bot though, so they didn't really understand. Like they didn't comprehend what I was saying. All right, tune in tomorrow. Be sure to join the collective on Discord in the link below, and go check us out on YouTube. All our vlogs are there. And we got shorts. I got more videos that I want to make when this series gets fucking wrapped up, which I hope is eventually. I want to do other things with my life, man. All right, see y'all tomorrow.